You're listening to Indie 1023. It's Alisha Sweeney from the Indie Lounge, and Matthew Myers, the singer and guitarist of Houndmouth, is here. Hey, Matt.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. Welcome back to Colorado.
Thanks, good to be here.
Yeah, you're giving the band a few hours off, and you're just going to play us some solo songs?
Yeah, they're sleeping in. We went to Benihana last night.
How was that?
Awesome. Haven't been since I was a kid.
So very nostalgic, too?
Super nostalgic.
Which is kind of the perfect thing for you guys to do now, because this album of yours, Good For You, that just came out, it's kind of a nostalgia fest in that you went back to the place where you recorded your first EP together and stuff. So it's all coming together.
So cozy. Yeah.
Well, let's talk more about that in a moment, but first, play us a song, set the scene. What are you going to kick it off with?
Song's called Good For You. Chartreuse and chandeliers, fancy that seeing you out here. Let's get going soon, 'cause the distant sounds upstairs loud and booming. Yeah, we better get moving. Heartbreak Hotel, white lies and fairly wells. I know my blinds are down and it's getting dark now, but somehow we're all smiling. Beats the hell out of crying. Goodbye, old Kentucky. Don't fly where you can't be found. Here's to all that money you can't take to the underground. What a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, babe. What a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, babe. Race on the stereo. He had a drink and an episode. They're in the starting gate. Here they come, 100 to 1 in the fast lane. Everybody knows that he breaks late. Goodbye, old Kentucky. Don't fly where you can't be found. Here's to all that money you can't take to the underground. What a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, babe. What a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, babe. Southbound Seattle slough, it don't matter what you do. You want a whole lot and that's okay too, but if you want nothing at all, well then good for you, hallelujah. More power to you. Goodbye, old Kentucky. Don't fly where you can't be found. Here's to all that money you can't take to the underground. What a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, babe. What a night, what a night, what a night at the races.
It's Houndmouth in the Indie Lounge, and you are listening to Indie 1023. That's the song Good For You, and we're getting a stripped-back performance from the singer-guitarist Matthew Myers. So that song is on the new record. It's the title track, and I heard the album was recorded in a very special place for you guys. Where is that, and how did it come about?
Yeah, it was recorded in an old house in New Albany, Indiana, which it's been in Shane's family since the 1800s, our drummer Shane. His parents have kept it. It's
got its all like same decor, like old chandeliers and stuff like that. When we have to take things, when we want to give something away, it goes to the local museum. That's how old and nice everything is.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
What has ended up at the museum from Shane's grandma's parents' house?
Some like couches, some like really tiny couches. I don't know what was about like couches back then, but they were also small and like dainty, and it seems like you just break them from sitting on it.
Right. That makes me wonder, do they have like Houndmouth drummers' family's couch listed at the museum?
I think they skip the Houndmouth bit.
So anything from the experience of recording this album in this old special house to you guys that made the recording of this record super special for you?
Yeah, so we hadn't recorded in that house since we did our first EP, and that was like 2012 probably. We had like 2 inputs, and it was just Shane and I, and when you have 2 inputs, like you have to just overdub everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, our friend and producer Brad Cook came to New Albany, and we're like, yo, can we make a record in this house? He's like, for sure. And we got some gear and just did it right.
Mm-hmm. Did it take a long time?
It took, I mean, yeah, records are kind of strange because like we had like 2 weeks booked, and then you need 2 more weeks and 2 more weeks and 2 more weeks, and then in various places. So all wasn't recorded at the greenhouse per se.
Mm-hmm. So the house is called the greenhouse. Is it green?
It used to be. They chipped all the paint off of it. It got remortared. So they took all the mortar out and put new mortar in between the bricks. And while they were chipping it out, it would like shake the house, and the wallpaper would all start coming down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder if there would ever be like an album in your future about like the characters that could have lived in this house. Or maybe that's what this new record is about, because each one of the songs on the new album, they're like little novels based on these, I assume, fictional characters, maybe some real life stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it's like people we've met over the years. Yeah. Yeah, I know Miracle Mile is like an accumulation of people that we've all met on the road.
Mm-hmm. I love that in each song, you know, there are these different characters. And I read that you described the vibe or the people on the record as Midwest meets Southern Gothic. So kind of like saying there's a darkness behind these like aw shucksy folks that people think of when you think of someone from the Midwest. That's the vibe?
That's the vibe. Because the majority of the time I was writing it, I was just staring out kind of one window, like same seat every day, looking out that window. It's always gray. And there was just something inherently Midwest about this particular image I was seeing.
Well, let's hear about one of the characters from this new record of yours. Up next, you're going to play Mackenzie.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Mackenzie, I had this like guitar part for 3 years, and I really liked it. And when I have something I like, I try and like sit on it until something comes along that feels right. And I knew I needed a character, but Mackenzie, the syllables just matched up right. And I remember somebody in the band had dated a Mackenzie, so I knew a little bit about the person that I wanted to write about. And then I changed the setting to New York because I thought it'd be a nice like New York love story. And there's something about, I was writing something about cold weather. When I was looking out the window, there was it was just icy cold outside. So I put it in New York. Mackenzie, I only see you when it's dark out, and these streets grow faces with lights from bodegas. I used to kiss you on the harbor, but all the ships roam in. There must be something in the water that leads the romance in. Here comes the car, key throw, ice on the windows. I was aiming to drive you home. Slept on the sofa tonight, the Hudson froze.
met you when you was a waitress. I can't remember what I said, but I was long-winded. I like how you can make $1 stretch a real long way. I met you when you got started at a minimum wage. Here comes the car, key, throw, ice on the windows. I was aiming to drive you home. Slept on the sofa tonight, the Hudson froze. Oh, everybody's coming over, the smoking go nowhere. Who wants a steady conversation? Just a bunch of hot air. I don't think you listen. I don't think you listen at all. I don't think you listen. I liked you ever since I saw you. Here comes the car, key, throw, ice on the windows. I was aiming to drive you home. Slept on the sofa tonight, the Hudson froze.
The Tale About Mackenzie. I love this version of the song. So this is your first time playing it acoustic?
Right. Yeah.
And we get it here in the Indie Lounge. This is Indie 1023, hanging out with Matt from the band Houndmouth. So what do you like about performing this one while you're on tour?
This is we have a lot. I really like halftime songs and like loose kind of halftime beats, but this is kind of a more upbeat, like straight kind of a punk beat to it, and that's a little bit different for me. So it's a little bit more energy. I like playing that.
So you're on tour now. Obviously, you're in Colorado right now, 23 months into the pandemic. What's it been like being out on the road?
We've been out for like 2 weeks. It feels like a couple days, but also feels like a year at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty grueling. Touring's always been a pretty grueling process. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially after like 10 years together as a band.
Yeah,
and
totally.
everything. So how are people responding to these new songs? What have shows been like?
Shows have been great because we'll mix the old stuff in there, but I'm surprised how like many lyrics people know to the new stuff. It's being received very well, and we're super proud of the record. So yeah, it's nice.
One of the songs that we love here is Las Vegas because it's such a ripper. Like it's so fun to play on the radio. It's so upbeat and fun.
Yeah,
that's like one that came together really fast for you guys, right?
Yeah, I think I like wrote it in like 15 minutes and we didn't want to like put it on the record, but we had submitted all the songs to the record, and the label's like, you need more songs. We're like, okay. So I had to write a couple and record on our own. So this wasn't even produced. Like Las Vegas and Mackenzie, some of these songs weren't even really produced by our producer. We just had to like do this to make a deadline.
I love that. That makes it for a great story too.
Yeah.
So have people been loving that one live?
Las Vegas is fun. Yeah, I usually open with that. It's a good opener.
Was it nice to have some time off, or did you miss touring? I know you said it was grueling.
I did not miss touring. I took time off, and then I even questioned whether I wanted to continue doing it. Like, I thought about hanging it all up, but it was inherently, I have to write songs. I just love writing songs.
Yeah.
And the only way to continue to do it is to go on the road and perform them.
What would your pivot be?
I have no good answer.
Well, answer me this. You're going to play us another song. What are we going to hear?
This is Cool Jam.
Don't you wish you was a beauty queen? Bad breaks arriving in a limousine. Just take the backseat, Jack, it'll be alright. It's where the others and the lovers hide. This lonely star don't flame like it used to, honey. This love of ours don't burn like it used to. I used to see it down in the Alamo, selling Lucy's at the come and go. But Cinderella's in a bind again. Come tomorrow, she'll be just fine again. This lonely star, it don't flame like it used to, honey. This love of ours don't burn like it used to. Mother Nature's an American. Took the kids and split in a minivan. Let's meet at Billy Joe's at 7:45. There ain't no heaven when you're having a good time. This lonely star, it don't flame like it used to, honey. This love of ours, it don't burn like it used to.
That's Houndmouth with Cool Jam. You're listening to Indie 102.3. We're hanging out in the Indie Lounge with Matt from the band Houndmouth. That one's about a doomed romance.
Yes, it is about a doomed romance.
It
It's definitely about a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think people can relate to that one, at least at some point in time.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially people that have been in really long-term relationships because they go so up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you were able to stop by our studio. Houndmouth joining us from the Indie Lounge. They're out on tour. The new album, Good For You, it's out now. It's the band's fourth. Matthew Myers, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Alisha Sweeney, and this is Indie 102.3.